Hi everyone, this is Val. Hope you're all doing well. I made this video as sort of an update video. I know I haven't uploaded in a few weeks. I have had problems with my internet connection, and then all the cool story ideas I had while my internet was on the fritz, like casting for the new Batman movie, the Game of Thrones finale, and stuff like that. Uh, I lost the mojo for because they kind of came and went, and everybody has the attention span of a fly. So I couldn't jump on those clickbait opportunities. But I did want to do an update, and I thought it would be fun, or at least a sort of conversation starter, um, to have a video where I just look through crap in a box in my office. Because those I like those videos personally, than other people do them. And I'm sure like this will be the most fascinating thing for you that you've ever seen. So, and my office is pretty messy right now, so I'm in the middle of cleaning it. It's like you can see, it is messy. It is really messy. So, let's look at crap in a box, crap I shoved in a box, under a desk, under piles of other crap, and I've not gone through, but have to go through at some point and either organize or eBay or whatever. So crap in a box. I'm gonna grab some fistfuls of crap from this box. All right, so what do we have here? Okay, so here, the first thing here from my box is a Barbie doll. This is a vintage Malibu Barbie, I believe, that my sister gave me. And there she is. I don't really have a lot of Barbie dolls. I used to collect them for a while because my sister was collecting them, and it was sort of a bonding thing. And it was actually kind of fun, but then I was like, okay, was a thing, and then I stopped. But then I got rid of most of my Barbie dolls, but I always kept this one because my sister gave it to me, and it is a valuable collectible. So thank you, sis. I will be keeping this. I will not be eBaying this. Next, we have some chick who I guess is like made by like I don't think this is a McFarlane action figure, if you can see it over here. I think it's based on a video game, and I don't think it's McFarlane, though. It looks like a McFarlane figure. I'm gonna look at the label on it here. Does it have like a stampy thing on it saying where it's from? I can't find it, but this is a figure that I have. I think I got it long time ago as swag from something, and here it is. So she's a scary lady, and I probably will keep her. It's probably good in my shelf over here. So this is something that was in my box. And then I have here Pink Ranger. This is a Pink Ranger figure on a motorcycle. And this, I did not own this when I was a kid. I got this on eBay. And there was a lot that had all these like Pink Rangers in them. The person was collecting Pink Rangers, and I guess we're getting rid of them all at the same time. So this is a Pink Ranger motorcycle. Looks like kind of like a unicorn, of course, right? So there you go, Pink Ranger. What do we have next? I have a Pink Ranger jet with no Pink Ranger. I'll put this on the side because I believe I do have the figure that goes in here. What's next? Now I have like a Ziploc bag because I'm very organized. I used to be a really big toy collector, and I used to buy like boxes of those little Ziploc bags so you can just keep your action figure with all the accessories. This is very nerdy, but that's what I used to do. And this is sort of a remnant from that time. So this is a comic book character called Axe Cop, and some of you may have heard of him. Take him out of this plastic bag so you can get a better look. This is Axe Cop. It's a cute little figure, and he has an axe. So I believe it's a removable accessory. And then he comes with, and I kept everything. I hope this is everything. There's like a like a gun, and I keep thinking this is, I call this a fart gun, but I don't think it is a fart gun, but this is some gun that came with him. And then there's a unicorn baby, which probably has a, I think it's called Unibaby, but I'm not sure, which sounds like Unabomber, which is kind of weird. But this is like a little unicorn baby. And then the smallest accessory I think I've ever seen in my life, I think I could swallow this and not even notice it. Not that I'm recommending anybody try to swallow this. Is a tiny little grenade, I think. Let's see. It's a little grenade, which I think is a lemon. So you're going to take a look at that. It is like a, come on, hand. Come on, hand. Come on. I think it's like a lemon grenade. I know you're not really getting a really good look at it. It looks like a pill or something, but trust me, I think it's like a lemon grenade. And I believe this is, this set is complete. This is the complete X-Cop action figure with all the accessories. But of course, it is not mint in package, which means it is useless. It is not worth anything, and I probably should eBay it. And I'll maybe get a whole $1 for this, and that would be amazing. What do we have next? Here is Loki. This is the classic Loki. I think based on the Jack Kirby design. As you can see, he is not as sexy as Tom Hiddleston Loki, but, you know, he does have some charm. And he comes with this really long cape, which okay, here it is. I think this is customized. I think the cape this is not the cape it originally came with, so the cape is too long. But it's Loki, so not Tom Hiddleston, sorry, but Loki nonetheless. Let's see what else I've got. Oh, and then I've got Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock. This is an old figure. I think this was made in the 90s when they used to make smaller action figures. Let's see, does it have a date on it? It has a 1996 Toy Biz. So this is like, what do you call it? This is like 20 years old, I guess. And I think if you press the button, his jewel lights up on his forehead. Can you see that? No, it doesn't seem, maybe it does. It doesn't work anymore. And he has like he has a thingy thing. So I've got that. And what else do I have? Oh my god. Okay, so here's something really cool. This is a gigantic Angela from Spawn, which I know is a McFarlane toy. And it is gigantic, as you can see. It is gigantic figure. I believe the sword is removable. It is removable. I'm going to put it back there so I don't lose it. And I got this in a lot of Angela and Angela type figures on eBay for like a really great cheap price, and I had to get it. This is not my favorite version of Angela. My favorite version is the anime space goddess Angela, which I think I have up here. I have 2 different versions of it. They all came in the same lot. And but here's Angela. It's pretty. Her thingy is bent, and so that will probably need to be fixed and replaced and restored at some point. Next up, I've got, what do I have here? I'm just grabbing handfuls of crap. I'm going to need to organize this all, like, again, I guess when I'm done with this. So here we have Catwoman from Dark Knight Rises. She has these sunglasses that you can lift up, sort of, and you can see her eyes. I know this is annoying trying to do that. I'm going to learn how to do all this sort of left-right things on the video eventually, if you're still watching. So there you go. Catwoman, or as, you know, Adam West used to say, Catwoman. In joke, if you've ever watched the old Batman show. Maybe not. How old is that show? That old Batman 60s show. So it's like 1966. And so, math. 20 years, 40 years, 50. I mean, I guess it's like around 50 years old, 60 years old, something like that. Like, it is really old. So, which is something to really think about. You know, like, the things that like, you liked as a kid and now they're like really old. I guess it's called aging. Imagine that. Okay. Next up, I have this is an obscure one. It is Chevy Chase. Remember Chevy Chase in Community as a teddy bear from that Christmas episode. Chevy Chase played Pierce Hawthorne on a Community, and they did a parody of the Rankin Bass, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and he was teddy bear. And this is the guy who played. Well, what is that movie called? I was going to call it Flint, like Our Man Flint, but no, it wasn't Flint. It was Fletch. So from Fletch to this, again, this is kind of like a conversation starter. So it's just like, again, the miracle of aging. At one point, Chevy Chase was like one of the hottest actors in Hollywood, and full of this sex appeal. But then you get older, and boy, you know what I mean? This boy, it's we'll come back to that. Here's a cape for Warlock. I better put that with Warlock, or else I'm gonna forget. Now this is a genuine 1990 Robin the Boy Wonder figure, complete. I got him mint in package. It was a gift, and well, he was mint inside the package. The package was grody, so I sort of bit the bullet and took him out of the package and put him in one of these handy Ziploc bags. And I don't know if I'm going to take him out of this bag because it feels tedious. But if you see here, he's like, "Help! I'm asphyxiating in this bag." But yeah, this is an early Robin figure. Perfect condition. He has a batarang and a grappling hook and a little cloth cape. And I had one of these when they first came out, I think in 1990, and it was like one of my favorite things in the world. I think I got it from a department store called Gimbel's in Manhattan that it doesn't exist anymore. So again, we're going back to the age thing. I mean, this is like ancient history. Like when I was a kid, they would play reruns of like old 60s shows like Gilligan's Island and Batman and Bewitched and stuff like that. And I would think to myself, oh, wow, this is old, right? But things I think like from the late 80s, early 90s, I think are now older to me now than the 60s were to me then as a child in the 80s. There's some sort of math going on there. There's like equations floating through here. But it just, again, it gives you something to think about. This is what my mom would call a trip down memory lane. So we're just tripping through memory lane. Here is, I believe, a Spider-Man action figure. It's not Spider-Man, and it's not Aunt May either, but it's of just some scary lady. I was going to say Madam Hydra, but I don't think it is. So I don't know much about this figure. I just always like the way it was designed, because it's like, if I'm going to get action figure, I'm going to get an action figure for scary old lady with sunglasses and a spider serpent type design. To me, that's really cool. So that, I'm just going to start plopping these everywhere. Oh no, is the wings broken on this? No, I don't think. So this is another Angela figure. It's kind of smaller and not as impressive as like the original Angela figures. I don't think this is the original Angela figure. But here she is, and she's got, of course, combable hair. If you would like to style her hair, you could. I don't know, she came with a comb. And I've got here a string of what looks like turquoise beads. And I got this in Cape Cod for like, I think $10 or something. But I'm pretty sure it's not turquoise, because I think turquoise is really expensive, and this is a lot of turquoise. I'm thinking this is faux turquoise. Maybe it is real turquoise, but I'm thinking it's faux turquoise. So you see, I'm just like shoving stuff in boxes. I just have like, custom jewelry, action figures, more action figures, and more action figures. I think there's sunglasses and crystals in there too. So it's just like everything. This is a little demon. This is a little demon which I think came out in these Ghostbuster blind boxes. When the Chick Ghostbusters movie came out, it's like he's translucent. Can't really tell, but he's translucent. Now I have a little bag here, Ziploc bag full of crap. What's in the Ziploc bag full of crap? What's in the Ziploc bag full of crap? Let's find out, shall we? This is the dumbest fucking video ever. But no, I mean, you know what? It's just a how do you do video. So there you go. This is an alien that I think was made by Fisher-Price in the 80s. I don't think the 70s. I think the 80s. And I think I got it in some weird lot from eBay. And I just liked him because he's kind of cool and weird looking. He just hangs out. As some figures and toys do. They just hang out. They don't really have much of a function. And here's a duck. What else do I have? I have a lizard. You see that? It's a lizard. It's one of the lizard people. It is a reptilian. I have a cow who's afraid of the lizard. So I'm going to put the cow away from the lizard. And I have some Lego pieces. Or Lego? I think it's called this Lego. And I think it's really Lego. I don't know. But it's just some random pieces. So there's not much context here. So let's put that to the side for now. Let's see. Then I've got... I was into this really beaded bracelet phase. So these are just like beaded bracelets I got at Cape Cod, and they're just, I don't know. This one's kind of like a kind of 1980s sort of thing going on, and this is just a big pile of beads. And they're really relaxing though if you can just kind of mush them in your hand. Like, actually, this would make a great ASMR video. I could just go like, right? I could just do that, and then like you'll just be lulled into a coma. All right, let's try. Ooh, tingles. Isn't that great? And this is great. Like, you know, I think I could sell soap with this technique on the video. I think I'm doing really great. What else do we have here? Oh my god, there's so much. Here is a rock that I got at 7-Eleven that has a happy face on it, like an emoji. I guess this isn't an emoji. I don't know what this is, but it's supposed to be like that. It's like happy face. So if you think about it, this rock took hundreds of thousands, probably millions of years to create this rock, right? It's gone through all this life. It's seen everything. It's seen the cave people, and it's seen, like, I don't know what country this was from, but it's seen, like, agrarian societies and hunter-gatherers and civilizations come and go, and bloodshed between different tribes, and the Industrial Revolution, and all these things. And then it was harvested and lacquered, and then it had a happy face printed on it, like so. To look like a computer thing. And that's the journey of the pebble, folks. The journey of the pebble right here. This is what all those millions of years were leading to. Right here, me buying this at 7-Eleven for no goddamn reason. Just I thought it looked happy. And isn't that reason enough? All right, let's go. More crap. I'm afraid to just stick my hand in here because there's a lot of sharp things in here, and I'm afraid I'm like sticking on something really. Okay, so this is like a luminescent rock. I got a New Age store. It's luminescent. It's magical powers. I have a lot of these. They all have magical powers. Here is I think your standard Angela from Spawn, McFarlane, etc. Pretty cool. I don't know if you want to see that again. Hello, I am Angela. Yeah, I was never like. I was going to say I was never a big fan of McFarlane action figures, but I think I was at the time a big fan of McFarlane action figures. At the time, I grew out of it, but at the time, I bought like everything. And like my favorite ones were like the rock and roll ones were like Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson. Did he do Marilyn Manson? I know there was a Japanese Marilyn Manson, and I had that. And I had a lot of shit. And I've sold a lot of shit on eBay. And it just comes and goes. because every once in a while you need to purge, or else you live in the house with the newspaper up by the ceiling, and then it falls, and then they find you, and your cat's eating your fingers. So that's why every once in a while I sell on eBay, because to prevent that horrible fate. All right, here's some more crap. Oh, so exciting. Here's another magic crystal, magic crystal. Ooh, magic crystal. I think I must have put him back in the box, and now I'm confused. Okay. Here's another Angela. This actually, I don't know if this is Angela or like one of Angela's friends. This started to kind of give me a She-Ra vibe. Is it giving you a She-Ra vibe? But this is like another Angela, or Angela's friend. And again, she has the combable hair that you can style, to your heart's content. The cute butt. So that's another Angela. And this is I believe this is Amelia Pond. Young Amelia Pond from Doctor Who. And I always thought this figure was just really cute. Because you don't usually see action figures of just some dumb kid like in their galoshes and their sweater. So I like this. So this is and she's got like a really pissed, sort of unimpressed look in her face. Like look. I hope this focuses. I think if you put your hand like that, it focuses. Not really. I have a terrible camera. But there she is. So that's her. Are you still watching? Oh no, I hope you're not still watching this. This is very dumb. And so here's a keychain. Dios de Muerta. Keychain. I think this is Living Dead Dolls brand. I think. And she glows in the dark. If you can sort of, I'm not gonna do it, but she glows in the dark, and she's a keychain. She's really scary. Really scary. So I think it's like, okay, now I've got some good fistfuls of crap, because it's what you want. Okay, I'm gonna do this a little bit faster. So here is a little Japanese unlicensed Heath Ledger figurine of him in the police car, and obviously the head is not to scale or size or whatever, but there he is, kind of like I was going to say a Funko sort of thing going on with the head, but not really. It's still pretty creepy. And this is the Pink Ranger that went with the spaceship. So Pink Ranger, I was going to put it with the spaceship, and I'm like, nah, I mean, you saw a spaceship, and I don't think it's going to be a big religious revelation for you. If it does turn out to be something that you really were hoping for, you can leave a comment about it. This is a sort of a licensed, I believe, super deformed Batman figure. I think from Funko. I'm gonna look. Oh my god, this type is so small. This type is so small. This type is so small. So I'm not really sure, but there's a Batman. It's a little Batman, and he doesn't look very impressed, as you can see. He's not very impressed with the video. He's like, this was a waste. Goat. This is a goat. It's an evil devil goat. Or a scapegoat. It's a goat. Oh, that thing. That wasn't good. But I do have this thing. Here's a female Joker figure from HeroClix. And you can't see the detail at all. I believe from the Thrill Killers, Batman Thrill Killers Joker. It's a female Joker, which you can't really see really well. But this is really great. This is Heath Ledger, again, from that set, the Japanese unlicensed set of figurines. He's got the card and the grenades in his jacket. This is adorable. This is really cute. And if I had a camera worth its salt, you could see has tremendous detail. Can you see it? Hello. See tremendous detail. And completely unlicensed. But I'm not in the habit of buying unlicensed stuff, but when I got it, I was like, oh, this is unlicensed. So here's a pair of sunglasses from Mr. Robot. And you're like, really, is this from Mr. Robot? So I'll tell you the story. I was invited to this premiere exhibit / sale at this place called Story in Manhattan. And the story has these different themed stuff, like they'll have like mythological stuff for like one theme for the month, or like one thing would be like, you know, peanuts, and this was Mr. Robot, so all it had all this Mr. Robot shit, and I was like, oh my god, this is so great! I can't believe I got an invitation to this. And on my blog, one of my blogs, Better Fit Language, I do have a picture of myself wearing the Mr. Robot mask and the Mr. Robot hoodie, playing Miss Pac-Man, which is great. Had a great time. Most of the people who were invited to this thing were just like influencers, and they didn't even really know what Mr. Robot was, so that was fun. You know, they could have, the planners could have just went on Tumblr, you know, and look up these communities and find people who knew what this was. But these are the glasses that what's-her-face McGillicuddy, Mr. Robot's, spoilers, his sister wore in the show. I will put them on. Isn't this neat? So they were selling it, saying that these were the actual sunglasses that his sister was wearing. And I may wear these for the rest of the video, or at least for a little while, because I can't see very well. I wonder if these are UV coated, because I heard that if these aren't UV coated, you can get eye cancer. So nothing to think about when you're buying cheap sunglasses. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Let's see if we can finish this off. I've put some of the stuff back in the box, and now I'm like really confused. Here's a bag full of rocks and crap, crystals and rocks and crap. And so to give you the background on the crystals and rocks and crap, you know, they have these new age stores. Well, they have them everywhere. They have one in Manhattan. I think it's called East West. I'm not sure exactly what the name of it is. But, you know, and they'll sell these tumbled crystals and rocks, and they'll sell them for like a lot of money. So if you go on like Amazon or eBay, and you go to actual distributors who like sell them, they're like really cheap. But at these stores, they're very expensive. And I just have tons of them and some jewelry and stuff. Should I open this up? No, I think that would be bad because it will spill everywhere and freak my cat out. What else do I have? I have, oh, here's Brian the dog. Brian the dog, and I have a story for Brian the dog, which is that for a while, when Family Guy first came out, I had a crush on Brian the dog. I had an actual romantic crush on Brian the dog. I can hardly see with these. I had an actual crush, largely because he was intellectual and read The New Yorker. True story. And I don't know if he liked to listen to jazz, but I assumed he liked to listen to jazz, so that was like a real appealing thing. So yeah, I had a crush in a while on Brian, and now I own Brian forever, and there you go. But he's a cartoon character, so it's not bestiality. Figure I would just point that out. And here is a bag full of alien figures. Alien figures. These are figures based on the movie Alien. And so you have the poor guy who gets, I think this is what's his name, McGillicuddy. I think he's the one who gets the chest bursting stuff, but he doesn't have the chest bursting here. But I love this outfit. I love this outfit. This is like, I love the design of this. This is like my favorite one. And he has a helmet in here somewhere. Okay, here's a helmet. This is my favorite out of all the alien action figures. Love this. Love this. I think these are made by Funko. And this is the alien. Which I think if you press a button, his tongue sticks out. Is it this? I don't know. It's on the top. So you go like this. He goes, I always go to, wow! So exciting. So this is an alien. And what do we have here? Then we have Ripley. We have Ripley here. And I think the alien and Ripley might be based on like original designs that Kenner had like in the early 80s, and these figures were never made. But there's, oh, she dropped her gun. So that's Ripley. Not the most photogenic figure in the world, but I mean, back then, like in the 80s, like it was really hit or miss. So, I mean, you know, not every figure can be like Angela. Right? Am I right? Am I right? This is the most dreadful video ever. I'm so sorry. And here's a guy, What's Nuts McGillicuddy, I think Dallas, from Tom Skerritt from Alien. Was it Tom Skerritt who was in Up in Smoke with Cheech and Chong? I think it was. Right? Let me know in the comments if that's really true, or am I just imagining it? And then here is what's his name, McGillicuddy. Ash? No, Ash. I think Ash. The Bucknuts McGillicuddy. He's there. And so those are those. And then I also have Hellraiser figure over here, also made by Funko. And I got this. I got this as a gift to celebrate. Like, I wrote one story in the Hellraiser comic book anthology. Wrote one story. Wrote a story in the Hellraiser comic book anthology. Got a email one day, and it was like, "Hey, would you like to write a story in the Hellraiser comic book anthology? It's Hellraiser Bestiary." And I was and in the email, I mean, I'm really grateful that I got the story, but it was basically like, yeah, we get almost no girls writing in this anthology, so you seem like a girl. So, and that's funny, right? Because then you hear these comic skaters are like, this person was only hired because they were female, and the sad thing is that sometimes that's true. They were hired just because they were females. It's true, and that then becomes a frustration also for the female writer, because then this whole thing clicked out. Because then you're under pressure to write a story that seems like it came from a female. But I kind of looked out in a way with my Hellraiser story, because I wrote a proposal, and it was kind of like, story like about these different couples, and people go crazy and shit happens. And then I got the notes back from Clive Barker, and I was like, wow. I was like, bucket list, Clive Barker's eyeballs were on something I wrote. And he asked, would it be too much of a problem to turn these characters into gay male couples? Because we really don't have much of that in the anthology. And you don't have to do it. It is just a suggestion. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. But could you do it? And so then I was like, yeah, I could totally do it. And so then I had a lot of fun, because I based all the characters on different Marvel movie actors, like Robert Downey Jr. and Bucky and Steve Rogers and Loki, and it was great. So I guess the moral of the story is, yeah, don't hire female writers for anything. No, because then that's gonna become a soundbite. I mean, the story is you need to be diverse. You need to be diverse, but you need to be what's known as organically diverse. Organically diverse is like when it's kind of natural. You have editors or producers or showrunners or people who are already comfortable with people, like many different types of people. They have friends, like, people in the industry, in creative circles, that many different types of people. And so then they're like, oh yeah, that person would be great for that. And this person would be great for that. Rather than it be like, you have an editorial situation or a show running situation, or like, we got to have some diversity. What can we do? And that's when it's not so great. So isn't this great? Like, I see, this is a conversation we're having. I didn't have any ideas to talk about, and I have tons of ideas, because the inspiration, the juices are flowing. I'm blind as a fucking bat with this. The juices are flowing. The juices are flowing here, so let's finish this up with anything else cool. Oh, okay, Russian stacking dolls. Russian stacking dolls. Wait, what's in there? Oh, there's only one thing. I don't know what happened to the other dolls. There's this very surprised little doll in there. There's supposed to be more, but I think I found that on the side of the road. And here is some demon guy. I think from Conan. I think this might have also been a McFarlane figure. A very handsome guy. There you go. Kind of like Thanos in a way, or Grimace. What else do I have? I've got Trinity from the Matrix. Like quantum movement. It's Trinity from the Matrix. I've got this chick who's like Jean Grey wannabe McGillicuddy over here. I've got, oh look, this is Horus, the Egyptian god Horus, and then I have all these Egyptian figures because I'm kind of weird. And what else do I have? And then I have more magic crystals. And what else do I have? I have anything else that's of any. Oh, and here is sort of the Eye of Cthulhu. And what else do I have here? And then I got this thing. This is a Bodhisattva card someone gave me in the park, and it gives you good luck, and it says, "Work smoothly, lifetime peace." All right. This is something like, you get this and you just you stick it, you tape it onto your laptop, and all the gigs come in. And if that doesn't work, you make a video like this, and then you watch all the gigs, all the opportunity come from that. So I think that is all I have in this box full of crap. If anything else, what do I have here? I have a pin, a jacket pin of the Empress from the tarot, and I have some crap that looks like, oh, here's Deacon Frost from Blade. This is a customized Deacon Frost. Can you figure out how this was customized? Leave your answer in the comments. But this is Deacon Frost, because I always thought Deacon Frost was really cool. So there it is. And I think that's it. And my cat is coming in to very, very confused why I'm apparently talking to myself. It wouldn't be the first time. But there you go. That's the crap in my box, and I have to really clean my office, and it is really, really messy. And now the cat is scratching at stuff because she's very confused at what the heck is going on. But oh wait, oh hi cat. And that's it. So I was just touching base. That's some crap in my box, and we had some commentary in there. We had some laughs. You can turn this into a drinking game. So many things you can do. But anyway, hopefully we'll have some better content soon. But I just wanted to say hello, and I hope you are all doing great. And if you'd like to have even more awesome content like this really informational, exciting video that you have just seen, you can go to my blogs, my personal blog, which is butterflylanguage.com, and my other entertainment blog, which I update a little bit less. I'm trying to update it a little bit more, fantasymerchant.com. So that's it. Have a good day, folks. Have a good day. Have a good week. Have a good life. And I'll see you later. Bye.